Get it.
There was no lie.
It was so special.
Hold on now.
What y'all know?
Hold up now.
We talk the memories
Well,
of
breath.
favorite fantasies.
There's your boy out of breath. This is Jaybo. You already know. Got the singer, the artist,
The Big Eater.
the big eater. You already know. Seating arrangements is a little different. So Ashley, she's
Couldn't make it.
here in spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, much love.
You already know. Salute.
That's right.
But we're gonna get back right to it.
She'll be back.
She will be back.
No worries. I mean, there'll be times like either one of us is going to be missing. We got stuff, we got lives, but it is what it is.
And the show must go on.
The show must go on.
The show must go on.
There's so many things women can do better than.
Oops, sorry.
8.
The show must go on, so you already know. Before we get started, you already know. Again, salute to Ashley. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Please, and share.
And share the thing.
Help us build this, bro. Come on. Ugly gang. Be part of the ugly gang. Let's go.
Yeah, you already know, man. And
Let's get it.
make sure to send y'all questions or if you need advice. The uglypodnetwork@gmail.com. Again, the uglypodnetwork@gmail.com.
Ugly gang, 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 gang.
You can send in, if there's something that you're going through, you want the Big Eater or Jaybo's advice, even Ashley's advice, just make sure to send an email and we address it on the pod. Whether it be anonymous or you want,
It's always anonymous. Unless you say it's not.
unless, yes.
Unless you want us to share something, and we'll do it for you. We'll do it for you. No
We got you, man.
Don't
It's
kill
free.
the messenger.
It's free. So, the Ugly Pod Network @gmail.com. And also, as you could tell, again, Ashley's not here. Big muscles. She had to deal with.
So
She had to handle something. So you already know.
that's it.
Yesterday was the election. So before we get down to that, I know my man's chomping at the bit to talk to get in his bag because he about to get in his bag.
Let me tell you something.
We about to.
Let me tell you
So
something.
quick. All right.
Yo, so a friend of mine, he posted something on Facebook, right? And immediately in the comments, it just went bam, 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 bam. Oh, I don't believe you that. And and he did this and he did that and racist. I'm like, yo, listen. Look. I'm all for a good debate. But don't come to the table with some TikTok bullshit that's one-sided. Like, I'm not one-sided. Like, I know what I like. I know what I want, right? I know what I want politically, right? Let's get the parties out of the picture. I want freedom. I want government to not stick their nose in shit. I don't want to be taxed for shit, and I want us to be able to live with more money in our pockets, right? That's the basis. That's the premise right there. That's the foundation of where I'm coming from. But I'm also open to the other side. Like, if you're gonna come with something, right? Come with an argument, but back it up with something real. Don't just go off of what everybody else is going off of. And that's the problem. Like, I don't mind a good debate. I said that early in one of the early
Testimony.
Right. I'm like, I don't mind a good debate, but you gotta come with something good. And you might change my mind on something. Like, you might. I'm open to that. I'm not stubborn. I'm not ignorant and stubborn. Like, but don't walk up here with some facts that have already been debunked by video and evidence and all sorts of shit. Like, that's just crazy. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, even on the other side, on my side, like, if you come up to me with some proof about the guy that I'm voting for and it's legit, I'm like, you got that. You got, like you said, salute, man. That's solid. Like, I'm gonna have to look into that like all day. But just don't jump on the bandwagon because your group is like, oh, he's this and that and that. That's bullshit, bro. I can't even respect that, to be honest with you. So anyway, in the comments, the dude went off, and I was just like, oh, well, let me read what you put. And each fact he had, I just came back. I said, well, let me start with this. First, yada da da da. Second, ba da 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 da. Third, ba 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 ba. And then fourth, ba ba ba. And then I said, you know what? As a matter of fact, here's a PDF of a non-biased source that lists all the shit this motherfucker did. And read it for yourself, and then make your own judgment. Like, I'm not trying to change your mind, but don't come to the table with that bullshit. That's all I'm saying. We about to see some really good shit. Like you want your money. Look,
We get into this now, or we gonna do the?
All right. We'll come back. He's right. I'm chopping at the bit.
I thought it was just
My bad.
Teaser.
My bad.
You already know. Hold on.
Don't get me started.
We need to start with the intros or nothing. Dang, yo.
Welcome to the Ugly Pod.
This is his bag. I'm telling you, yo. Hold on.
There's so many things women can do better than guys. Women can do things. Like, here's one example that I was at the mall with my nephew babysitting. I'm just walking through the mall, and a woman I didn't know pulled up a knee. She goes, "Is that your son?" I go, "No, it's my nephew." And she without any hesitation, she says, "He is adorable. What's your name?" "You are so cute. Marcus, when you turn 18, I'm coming back for you. You're a little heartbreaker. Save him for me. He's so cute." And she walked away. Went back to shopping. I challenge any man in this room.
Never happened. Oh, man.
Any guy, go to the mall, just approach a woman you don't know. "Is that your niece? Can I have a word with her, please?" "Wow, when you turn 18, I'm coming back for you." Save her for me. That's a good one. You don't get to walk out of the mall. They escort you out of the I was just talking to kids. That's right, R. Kelly. Tell it to the judge. Tell it to the judge.
Big ass boy.
Hey.
Big ass boy.
Bro, that double standard is crazy.
You already know. Welcome to the Ugly Pod. It's your boy Jaybo. Yes, it's still me. I got a haircut finally after a minute.
Bow, bow.
But it's
looking
still
fresh
me.
to death.
Looking fresh, but still ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Ugly gang. You already know.
Gang.
To my right, got the biggest of eaters. The illest appetite
Hey,
in
listen.
the bedroom. You already know.
Stop playing.
Whether it be on her back, on all fours, on the side, upside down, wheelbarrow, cartwheel, all that shit. He's eating.
Why you think I lift weights? No, I'm just...
You already know the big eater James is with us. You already know. Again, salute to Ashley. She's here in spirit. James just keeping your seat warm. So come on, man. The election was yesterday, and according to the Electoral College, well, at least before they make the official votes sometime next week, after they do the counting, it looks like Trump won. Was it 277 to 244?
Yep.
And so Trump is the 47th president.
That's right.
You already know. Thoughts and prayers to those who are going through it right now. Salute. I'm typically an independent, so I don't really, you know what I mean. But again, this is his bag. If you watch the testimonial for James said he wants to talk politics. And here we are, the day after the election.
I just say I want to. I just say we stay away from it, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
This is your shit.
Bro, no, let me tell you something. Right? Let's just go off of what the reality is, because there's been a clean disconnect, man.
Hold on. When you say, let me tell you something, are you about to lie?
No. No.
Do you want to address that first?
No, when I say let me tell you something, it's...
Do you want to address that first?
What do you mean?
Let me tell you something.
Have I lied when I said let me tell you something?
Somebody said you do that.
Who? That I lie? Who? My lady? Then it don't matter. It don't matter.
But we are going to address the bullshit
Yeah.
that came with last week.
What do you mean?
You want me to say?
I'm fucking lost, bro. Oh,
You want to start with that?
you want to address that?
Go ahead, man.
Oh, man.
That'll be real quick. You already know.
Here comes the segment. Are you out your fucking mind? So look, man. So we had the episode. It was the booty boarded episode, right? And your boy was on there, and I like to give you authentic stuff. Like, I don't want to be fake on here. I tell you exactly my experiences within respect to the people that were involved, right? Because I do respect their anonymity. And I said that wrong, but they don't they don't want to be known, right? They want to be anonymous. They don't want to be. So it's cool. I get it. So I had somebody hit me up, and they were not happy with what I said, right? And my thing is this, right? I get it. I don't get it, because as an adult and as somebody who was in a committed relationship, you do what you do with your partner because you got to spice it up. That means that, look, if we get down in a certain way, that means that you were down for the cause, bro. Like, you're amazing as a partner at that point, right? I'm gonna give you some accolades for that. Like, a lot of men go through their relationships and their marriages, and they don't get to certain points with their partner because they hold back for some reason. I don't know why, but in this aspect, there's no need to be embarrassed about what I'm talking about, because in reality, I'm actually giving you kudos for the things that, or for the levels that you were willing to go to with your person. Like you should be holding that as a badge. There's nothing embarrassing about it at all, not even in the slightest. Like, we're all adults. So whatever you do in the bedroom with your person, if you're out here doing certain things with people, with randoms, okay, that's a little questionable. But when you're in a relationship that's endured for a good amount of time, then there's nothing to be embarrassed about, man. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You put it down, because that's your person in the moment, in that chapter of your life, and you put it down in that chapter. Like, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna seal it up with, like, I don't understand why you felt the way you felt, and I made the adjustments for you, but like I told you directly to your face, or actually through text, I'm not gonna do it again. These are the experiences that I've experienced. Don't be embarrassed with what you've experienced, and just let it be. That's it. This is the ugly pod. It's an ugly world, and I'm authentic, man. I don't, yes, I do have private parts of my life, but what I'm willing to share is what I'm willing to share, and I'm not ashamed of any of it, man. It is what it is, and point blank, period.
Look, we made the adjustments, but as of today, Booty Boy has been restored to his full,
no mas,
to his full clip.
No mas.
We gave you grace for about a week, and then as soon as this individual involved me, I gave you some grace and made the cut. But
and this is not a negative. This is not an attack or a shot. This is just principle. You should be okay with what you chose to do in your life, and none of it is outside of any moral barriers, man.
But it's not just that, dog. It's more so like, why are you upset that you pleased your partner?
That's what I'm saying.
And did a hell of a job, according to the eater.
Bro, and
the eater himself, he knows he eats,
bro.
So he said he did a great job.
But what I'm saying is, like no bullshit. Like, on all seriousness, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. And the next person that comes up and gets to be in that position with you, they know who you are. They know what you do. Like, you there for that person that you choose to be with. That's it.
Yep. Salute. That's all we can say.
That's it. And that's the end of that.
Trump won. He beat,
thank God,
Kamala Harris. That's now 2 women that he's kicking to the side. I don't know what's going on with this misogynist guy.
Yo, chill, bro.
He's a misogynist.
No, I give good massages. I do.
He doesn't let women win.
Bro. I'm not a misogynist.
Look, I'm here for jokes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pro masculinity.
Don't take me too serious. We about to get into this.
Yeah.
We about to get into a topic that, it affects a lot of people.
The what we express on the Ugly Pod.
Look,
the views.
We respect all here at the Ugly Pod. We respect all views and opinions. It's an ugly world out here. You already know that. People remember the good. They might remember the bad, but what they always remember is the ugly.
Always first.
Ugly gang. You already know.
Gang.
Depending on what side of the aisle you fall in, yesterday was an ugly day. Even today, you're probably still going through it. So I'm gonna let my man James kick it off with his analysis, and he seems like a pundit on the situation.
So yes, I watched. I stayed up until 2 a.m. watching this bad boy.
Oh man, freak out boy.
Yeah, boy. That's my World Series right there. And let me tell you something. And it's better than the World Series because it actually affects your life, right? My thing is this, right? Throughout this whole campaign, Kamala's out here talking about, we're gonna lower interest, and we're gonna help with inflation, and we're gonna change everything, and we're gonna make it all better, and peaches and cream. Girl, you still in office. I mean, I know you're not the president, but you're still in office, bro. You part of that cabinet. You part of that regime. Like you could have, yo, Joe, we need to change some stuff. We need to make things better. Like, what's up? Nothing. You just were selling dreams and wishes, and you were code switching all over the place. 1 minute you talking patois on fucking what's his face's show there, the god there,
Charlemagne.
She was on Charlemagne over here talking
Breakfast
patois,
Club.
yeah, the Breakfast Club, and then the next minute you over here talking about how you cook up greens, and then the next minute you're denying that you're even black, that you're Indian descent. Like, yo, pick your battles, bro. Like, yeah, Trump ain't the best as far as being tactful and you looking for elegance. That's not it, right? But he's consistent. He's consistently an asshole, and he's consistently rude. You know what I'm saying? And he's good at what he does. He's good at business, bro. He's good at he lost money. That's business, bro. He lost more money than any of us could ever make right now. Like, seriously. So, yeah, my man's out here and he's not smooth like Barack, but yo, he's getting shit done. And in the last 4 years that he was in office, there was a lot of stuff that he got past and started the ball rolling on, right? And people want to be like, well, he didn't get the wall built. Yeah, it's kind of hard when you got opposition in Congress. Well, you know, the healthcare situation was just Obama's. Yeah, you mean Romney care that never took off anyways? Okay, so he was working with a radio broke clock trying to fix it. Okay, well, I'll give you that. Oh, well, you know, he didn't help the economy. Bullshit. He would have if they didn't block the pipeline. As soon as we start making more energy for ourselves, guess what goes down? Everything. Because why? Trucks run on what? Diesel. So if we start pumping our own oil and creating our own fuel, guess what happens? Gas goes down. And when gas goes down, what goes down? Everything.
That's a fact.
Everything. So why the first thing did fucking Alzheimer Joe do when he got in there was to start reversing all of the executive orders that Trump put in when he was in there? The pipeline, more pumping, fracking. Bro, come on. Like, get with it. Like, I know you guys are liberals, right? And I'm not even going to say that. You know what? No, let me take that back. You guys are smart. You guys on that side are very intelligent people, and you know that there's things that need to be done in this world to make our lives easier, right? I don't understand the battle when you get wound up in personalities. The personality is not going to put money in your pocket. His actions will. So even if Kamala went up there and she was a raging bitch, but she changed the economy where we were making more money and things are cheaper for us, I would have voted for Kamala. I would have, but that wasn't the goal. That's not what their goal is. I don't know what their end game was, but obviously it wasn't to make this place better, because they started selling off our reserve oil right out the beginning. They started taking money away from the military right out the beginning. They reversed all of that shit. I don't know. But now with him where he is, God willing, they don't try to kill him again. Maybe we'll get to a better place and things will start to roll out the way they're supposed to, and this country will be exactly the way it's supposed to. Oh, I had a guy complain, oh, well, what if he puts tariffs? That means we're going to pay more money for... No, it doesn't, because guess what? Our country's going to be making money for once. And then guess what those companies are going to do who are out in Indonesia and in China and Japan? They're going to be like, yo, we came out here because it was cheaper, but now we're spending just as much. We might as well go home. And they'll come back. And guess what that brings back? Jobs. Back in the early 50s and 60s, manufacturing jobs were enough for people to have homes and brand new cars. And there was pensions and there was all that stuff. We don't produce a damn thing here. Everything says made in China. Everything. How do you stop that? You charge China. China's just sucking us dry and making all our money. All right, I'm going to stop here because I'm about to lose it.
Go ahead.
So congratulations to my boy Trump. I'm so happy that he's in office, and this is the beginning of a new beginning.
So you voted for Trump?
I did. Twice. No. I did.
Twice. Not 3 times. Twice. Who'd you vote for? You voted for Hillary?
No.
You voted for Biden?
So don't get me started with the Clintons. Clintons have such a bad track record.
Let's stick with this decade.
I didn't vote for Biden, no.
Oh, you took an election off.
Yep.
Well, so
I actually, you know what? I didn't start voting until just when Trump started coming in. After he went in, I didn't even vote for anybody when he first got there. Then I saw what he was doing. Then I was like, man, he actually said he was going to do something, and he freaking did it. So then when the next election came around between him and Biden, I went and voted. even though it didn't make a difference.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I was still like physically working in DC, you know, me and a few people, I worked in a big-ish building for DC standards. You know, me and two other people, we were in the smokers corner, smoking our cigarettes and stuff. So these two individuals, a man and a woman, were having like a friendly debate.
Okay.
Now, I've smoked with the guy before. I've saw the women maybe once or twice, but that's cool. So I get there, and she is not a big fan of Trump.
Yep.
She's also Palestinian, for context.
Okay.
The guy, you know, I got to know him. White guy. He was in the army. He was in the Air Force. So we're veterans. So we related to some degree. So, you know, they added me into the conversation about, you know, Trump and how, you know, Trump is bad, TDS, all this other stuff. And then what I told the lady, I was like, look, I don't care about politics like that. The only thing I could tell her, I actually told her, however, one thing I have noticed on the Trump is that I'm taking more money home after taxes. And she was like, well, you're not middle class. And then I'm like, I am middle class. And then like, she was like, but I was like, look, I could show you my pay stubs from 2015 in comparison to 2016, 2017. And I'm bringing more money home. I'm at the same job. I'm just bringing more money home.
Just saying.
That's all I care about. Because then at that point, I could provide more for my family. I told her that's all I care about. Unfortunately, I mean, me as a civilian now.
So that everybody cares about.
Yeah. I mean,
The protection of the country, right? We want a good military so that way we don't get messed with. And then we want to make sure that we can make a good living to live well, and we don't want to struggle at the end of the day.
I mean,
We want to provide for ours and be able to do it.
and be clear, like those stimulus checks, a lot of that came down to Congress. So it's more so, you know, Trump was the poster child for that.
Don't even get me started on that.
You know, Congress, they passed these bills. You know, the government, I was affected by the government shutdown when he was in office. You know, I was off work for almost 2 months. But that's cool because I was getting paid. So, you know what I mean? But look, that's all it really comes down to. Am I bringing more money home so that way I can provide more for my family? I can, you know, afford more things, you know, afford to go grocery shopping, things like that. I just, you know, that's all I really cared about. I'm not really into policies. When I was in the Army, you know, like the foreign, foreign policy is something that I looked at because I was in the Army. But now it's more so, it's economic based. Like I would rather take the guy who's been in business for the majority of his life versus someone who's been, you know, a prosecutor, career politician, essentially. Like, I mean, my man's been in business. I feel like he could sell a brick and flip some money and incorporate that mentality.
He's lost more money than most people have ever earned. And
he's still up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That has
I just want him to bring that mentality back. Like,
He
get
did.
the economy back.
He did.
Because now you're not really in the best position. So you got to bring the shit back. So I'm curious to see if he'll pull it off.
So here's what I've been hearing, right? Think about it. When he first got in there, he kind of, A, he wasn't expecting to win. B, he didn't have time to pick the right people. He just took whoever was there and he like dealt with them, and you could tell because he was firing them as he was going. So when they didn't reach the standard, did what he wanted them to do to get to where we needed to be, he got rid of them. This time, he had time to pick his people. He had time to set up a team. He had time he knows he has a plan because he knew this is what he was going for. Before, he was just doing it because people were like, oh, he'll never be president. Ha ha ha. Yeah, okay. And he was like, yay, bitches, guess who's president? And he got in there and he was like, okay, I'm going to really try to make something happen to this with the short time that I have. Man, listen.
I couldn't bring myself to vote for Trump this time around.
It's fine.
I voted for, again, independent here.
Yep.
RFK wasn't on the ballot anymore, but so I voted
He's
for
still there, though.
Yeah, I voted for Joe Jorgensen.
I'm an independent.
Green Party.
I'm actually registered as an independent, but
Me too. So then,
but at the end of the day,
however, I was a big fan of RFK.
mm-hmm.
So with the endorsement of RFK, I was like, okay, I felt better.
But here's the thing with RFK, right?
I like him.
He listened to RFK.
Yeah, I like him.
He genuinely listened to RFK.
He fought a lot of corporations and beat them.
bro. And then look,
He said the Hudson's never been cleaner after he did what he did.
and then our food and everything. Don't even get me into that because it's gonna start like it's gonna sound like conspiracy when it's actual real. Like there's real facts out there, but I'll let it be because I'm not gonna open.
I'm just curious to see like the appointment because I'm sure he'll give RFK an appointment.
Yeah, man.
One of the agencies. I'm just curious to see what he plans on doing. He wants to make us healthy and all that other stuff. Like it's crazy when you see videos of what Fruit Loops looks like in this country versus Fruit Loops in Canada. It's a big difference.
Yeah, because there's chemicals and stuff that are allowed in this country.
RFK.
That, man,
Help us, man.
that's it.
Help the kids,
That's it,
man.
We'll start getting healthier as a country, man. It's amazing. You'll see. You'll see. It's gonna be good.
You had. Are you good? You still got some more.
Nah, I'm fucking fantastic. This is exactly the way I wanted it to be. That's it. I got nothing else to say, man. I stopped arguing with people over once I realized that people don't even want to have facts when they're listening to TikTok and they're repeating what they're hearing on TikTok and then like going with that. And then when you go to somebody, you're like, okay, I'm listening now. So what parts of it is it that you don't like, or what parts of it you think he could do better? And they don't have any responses.
They don't have any.
They don't have nothing. Like they're just people out here who like to bitch. And then when you're like, okay, so what can we do better? And they have nothing. I'm like, I am all set with you.
But you know that's how people are. They loyal to their party no matter what.
Blind, but that blind loyalty is crazy, man.
He wears a wig. I don't like that. He's dishonest.
The fact.
He has an orange bronzer thing. He's dishonest. I don't trust nobody who's like that. You feel me? So then I don't know. It'd be them situations where
Sorry.
it'd be them situations where people they regurgitate the talking points that they hear.
That's what I'm saying.
Instead of like really doing their own research. I don't have no issues against the guy. I remember they say he's this, he's that, and then you check the files and the footage, and then he never said what they said he said. So then I'm like, why y'all doing that? Because people are gullible.
What I would love to see, honestly, I would love to see something done with that FBI, the upper echelon of the FBI, because they've been weaponized too easily and too frequently. That it's compromised. It's so compromised, it's not even funny. Like if that happened at a local level, like in my department, bro, the DOJ would be up our asses. They'd be dismantling our whole situation because of the fact of how politicians are using us. There's no way. There's no way, man. That's crazy. It's crazy.
You think he'll? You think? I mean, I don't believe this, but do you think he'll get rid of the IRS?
So he made claims that he was going to work on income tax. He was gonna try to stop income tax, and I heard that he was even going to do it for overtime. Technically, historically, we get charged income tax when we're in war situations, and if you look at the pattern, as long as I've been alive, we've been in a war every year we've had a president. And even though they claim that there was, well, not the claim, but there was a bill passed at some point in Congress to let it continue on, technically, income tax is only supposed to be applied when we're in times of war to supplement the war.
Mm-hmm.
When he came in, we had no wars. Why are we getting hit with income tax? And then our country,
we were still in Afghanistan.
But here's the kicker: we pulled out, which was fucking dropped, which was terrible. We left so much shit over there. It's not even funny. But my thing is this, right? Our country's suffering. Like there's people here who are struggling. They're living fucking what's the saying, hand to mouth or whatever check to check. And then our country's like, oh, we're going to give $60 billion to Ukraine.
Yeah, that's bugging.
Bro, you give half of that to us?
Wasn't it 80? Because then they gave them like an extra 20?
Yes. If they would have invested that in our own country, the changes. So for me, that showed me that they can give two fucks about our country. It's all about international relations. It's all about other countries. They're trying to sell us out.
You think they do that because that's their foreign policy is just to aid?
You can't. What's the saying about somebody? You can't help somebody else if you can't help yourself.
Yeah.
If we are falling apart at the seams. How do we look sending our money outside of our borders?
That's how you know these motherfuckers be disconnected, because if they weren't in tune with their constituents or just, you know, their people, the people who support them and vote for them, like, you would know, like, we're fucked up right now.
Well, you know why they're disconnected.
We're fucked up.
You know why?
They motherfucking live over here, over there and shit. They don't even know their peoples are hurting.
They don't know.
But hey, Ukraine, here's 80.
Their
Here's 80
problem
billion.
is because Consuela didn't show up today to fucking wash the dishes.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to lift their hands because they're super rich, which makes no sense to me because they're only making 6 figures a year.
And meanwhile, Consuela got evicted from her house because she can't pay the rent.
Facts, but you know what? If
But
she
you
don't
won't
show
never
up because she has to handle her shit, she's fired now.
You won't know that. You won't know that.
She was a great cook. She's the best cook. Probably the best cook I've ever seen. That's
My can she cook?
It's a terrible impression.
Yeah. Shane Gillis, salute.
Yeah, he's spot on with that, bro.
Look, David, SNL might hit you up. All right, so
No, they did, and they ended up. It was a whole thing with him.
so
He's better off.
it sucks that Ashley would say, I mean, I'm not gonna hold on to this because by the time we meet up again, sometime next week, I'm gonna forget this. Yeah. So my question is, and maybe we'll revisit this when we add a full clip here. As a man, the position in which you have your hands in, they're in doggy style.
Hell of a switch. Holy hell.
Does that,
Okay.
you
No
know,
segue whatsoever.
This is ugly pie. You already know, man. We were serious.
Since
but
we're
now-
talking about politics,
now let's have some fun.
Where does your hand go when you? It's like what?
Right.
What?
We had, all right, look, it's hump day. You already know.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Mike.
It's Tuesday to the people who are watching this. Hump day from the time that we're filming. But look, switching gears because I want to have a little fun.
Okay.
When you got your girl in doggy style, okay? Does it depend where you put your hands during doggy style?